Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jimmy James. You're watching Catch It Live First. We've got the grand final tonight, the big one. Wigan playing Hull KR at a sellout Old Trafford. 75,000 in the crowd. Over here, very shortly, we'll have the animations up, I'm hoping. And it should be a fantastic match. Both of these teams deserve to be in the grand final. I don't think anyone can dispute that. Wigan taking the league title, but Hull KR running them real close. Go through the teams quickly. Hull KR go with Hiku Evalds, Hall Lewis. Mikey Lewis has been named Man of Steel for the year, well deserved. Sue, Hadley, Batchelor, Minchella, Parcell, Whitbread, May, Burgess and Broadbent. Wigan go with Field, Miskey, Kieran, Wardle, Marshall, French, Smith, Havard, Farrell, Ellis, Thompson, Leeming and Nsemba. On the bench, Wigan go Byrne, Mago, Dupree, Walters and Forber. And on Hull's bench, there's Lytton, Luckley, Staunton, Tanginoa and Brown. So if you can bear with me, because I'm going to have to wait until probably the game's underway before we get the animations over here. But it's going to be a fantastic match. Obviously, as a Wigan Warriors fan, I'll be hoping that the Cherry and Whites can pull off a grand final. Wigan are playing in Cherry and White, by the way. Hull KR playing in their dark blue. Looks like it's going to be Wigan to get us underway as well. You can just feel the atmosphere in that stadium. It must be absolutely bouncing. It is going to be Wigan to get us underway. Behind me, it might go white for a minute, just because I've got to try and get the animation sorted now, which I can't do, thanks to Bet365. We'll use their animations. And we will see just how quickly we can get them up and running. Fantastic support for both sides. Good effort from the Hull fans as well. It is quite a bit further to travel to Old Trafford than Wigan. But it doesn't look like there's an empty seat in Old Trafford. Yeah, Wigan playing from right to left. So in theory, attacking the Stretford end. Chris Kendall is the referee. Liam Moore is on video reffing duties. So I'm hoping that these I'm hoping that the animations arrive quickly, because it's difficult to try and get the animations sorted and watch the match. But Wigan get us underway. Ryan Hall takes that safely. Hull KR return it about 12 metres out, slightly down their left-hand side. Havard and Farrell with the tackle. Ryan Hall drives that forward. He's met by Nsemba, Cade Ellis, Ethan Havard driven back there, Leeming in there as well. Made about a metre on that tackle. Now let's see if there is any rugby going to appear. I know there's also live streaming of it, I believe, so if anybody's got a funded account at, I think, Bet365 and Unibet, I think, it could well be that you can watch it live. Here we are, in play. Rugby League. Kick comes in there from Mikey Lewis. Taken by Jay Field, about 15 metres out. He's up to the 30 before he's tackled. Good set of 6 there to start us off with by Hull KR. Just looking for the animations, like I said. So once we get them sorted, It will appear in a minute. It's just I've got to wait for it to... just got to wait for it to appear, then we can put it onto the screen. Here we go, Rugby League. Right, there we go. This is what we need. I've just got to go. Wigan put a kick in there on the 5th. Burgess goes up, caught it well. Wigan waited for him to catch it, then try and drive him over the sideline with Farrell, Wardle and Sember. He stops about half a metre short. He did well there, Burgess, to stay in the field of play. Just got to go into studio mode 1 second, just while we get that sorted. I think that should do us. Let's transition it over. We'll do it on the fly. Exit studio mode. There we are. We're not too bad, are we? That's not too shabby at all. Right, let's get the... got a bit of a background going there. So it's not just looking at my handsome face. 5th tackle, Hull put the kick in. It's going to be taken by Miskey on his own 10-metre line. He's driving infield now, pretty central. Met by 3 Hull KR players. They drop him on the 20. Bevan French in at dummy half. Little pass there to Marshall. Marshall makes about 5 metres. Leaning back in at dummy half there. That was... looked like it was Havard who slipped as he was going into the tackle, so not much meterage made. Wigan up to their own 40. 4 tackles gone. Leeming inside to Cade Ellis. Ellis just short of the halfway line. Leeming in at dummy half again. Smith puts a high kick in to Hull KR's right hand side. It lands on the 20. Burgess takes it again. Goes to ground as he's wrapped up by Wardle. Hull KR back in control of that ball. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell and give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you're thinking in live chat. Everybody's welcome in the live chat. It's a friendly place. Mikey Lewis there, jinking his way up to the halfway line. He's wrapped up by Leeman and Farrell. Looks to the referee as though to say, they were holding me down there, ref. The ref goes, gives him one of them. Don't be having any of that, Mikey Lewis. You threw yourself to the floor. 5th tackle. Lewis puts the kick in. It's going to go... It lands on his own goal line there for Jyfield. He gets it up to the 10 before he's met by a wall of blue. Harry Smith's in at dummy half. He goes right to Abbas Miskey. Miskey loses a metre there. He didn't make any yardage there. Hull quick off the mark. I'd like to say they were pushing offside, but they weren't. They just timed it perfectly. Smith into Marshall. Marshall over the 20. Wrapped up again. 4 tackles gone, and Wigan have not made much ground either. They're only up to their own 30 there with Ethan Havard. Leeming's in at dummy half. He'll be looking for Smith to his left. Smith puts a low kick in. Lovely kick there. It's taken by Hull on their own 10. But Burgess, he drives it back well. He's going to be starting approximately almost up to their own 30 there. Ryan Hall over the 30. Havard with Leeming in the tackle. Both defences are quick off the mark here. Pushing offside, but they aren't offside. I don't think they'll be able to keep this intensity up for 80 minutes, but if they do, you'll always get that one straggler who can't quite get back and then joins the line, and the referee's going to ping them for offside. It could be Wigan or Hull. But both defences on top at the moment. 6 minutes gone, still no score. 5th tackle, Mikey Lewis from Wigan's 40 puts a high kick in. Miskey's under it, about 5 metres out. Takes it well, gets to ground. Wigan will be starting on their own 10. Leeming, he's still getting back into the line there. So Bevan French is in at dummy half. Little pass to Farrell. Farrell gets to about 15 metres out before he's wrapped up. Marshall has an attempt. He's up to the 20. Leeming's back in at dummy half now. And Sember, what can he do? Drives forward. Tackled around the legs though. 2 players go high, 1 goes low. He doesn't make much ground after that. Havard, he's wrapped up, loses about 5 metres there. That's going to be the 5th tackle gone. Good defensive set this from Hull KR. Leeming, dummy half. Smith's going to kick from about 25 metres out inside his own half. Puts that into touch. Lovely kick there from Harry Smith. Is it a 40-20? Is it a 40-20? They're just going to have a look at this. I don't think it is. I think he was just... I think he's just short. So he put the kick in. It split the Hull fullbacks. Can't see from that. Oh my word, that's close. You'd need to see that from the side. I don't think he got it. I think somebody's just getting some treatment as well for a... Yeah, there's a Hull player there getting some tape around his head. It looks like a feral lump he's got there, but it's the like the wadding that they've put under to soak up the blood, and then they're wrapping him around to soak it up. So it looks like Pudsey Bear. Yeah, that kick did go the wrong side of the line, so Hull KR will get us underway again from their own 20. Driven forward by Ryan Hall. Parcell. Hull KR trying to spread it to the right hand side now, bypassing Wigan's defence, which is strong down the middle. And Sember in with a good tackle there, helped by Harry Smith. Wigan at every opportunity are trying to put Hull KR over the sideline. But once again, Hull KR now trying to go down the left-hand side. Mikey Lewis with a little pass there. Hull wrapped up by Bevan French and Adam Kieran. 5th tackle, kick comes in. It's going to be field to field it about 15 metres out. Gets up to almost to the 20 where he's wrapped up by 3 Hull players. Good chase there by Hull. Smith in at dummy half, spreads it to Miskey. Miskey over the 20. Makes about a metre after the contact, and it was a hefty contact as well. Moved off the mark there, but got away with it, Miskey. Marshall drives it over the 30. Centre field. Leeming in at dummy half to Nsemba to his left. Nsemba has 2 bites at bringing that into his body. That kind of checked his momentum up, and when he made the contact, he didn't make any yardage after that. 4 tackles gone. Wigan going down the right hand side now. They've got an overlap if they can get Miskey away, but they can't. Field takes the tackle. Probably wisely so. If he'd have let that go to Miskey, Miskey was more than likely going into touch. So 5th tackle, centre field, just inside his own half. Harry Smith puts a high kick in, taken well by Burgess. He's looked rock steady so far this match, Burgess. He's taken about 3 or 4 high kicks. And he returns it well up to the 30. So Hull have got a good starting position for this next set. Ryan Hall over the 40. Gets dropped about the 3 or 4 metres short of halfway. Havard with the tackle. Hull over the halfway line now. 4 tackles gone. Little scamper from Parcell there, straight from the play of the ball. Lewis puts a high kick into the corner. Miskey's waiting. He's going to have to... Well, I don't know what's good. Mikey Lewis is going to get over here and put the ball down for a Hull KR try. However, they're going to have to go upstairs for this because I've got a feeling there might have been a knock-on. But it was a good kick because it kind of... They've got no try on field. I think it might have been a knock-on in the air as Miskey and about 2 or 3 Hull players challenged for the ball. So we'll have a look. So it looks like everybody's going to be on side. Yeah, everybody's on side. So Miski, he's stood on his 10 metre line at the minute. Then he dropped back to about 5 metres. Then he had to come forward for the ball. The post is going to be in the way, is it? Oh, no. No, it's not. That's knocked on. Yeah, knocked on by Hull KR. So Wigan have got away with one there, really. Because it almost hit the Hull player on his head. It just missed his head and it is at the top of his arm. Knocked on, no try. However, not convincing there from Wigan. And it looked like Hull just wanted that ball more. Fortuitously for Wigan, Hull knocked on. So it'll be a restart on the 10 metre line for Wigan down the right-hand side. Kieran drives it forward, gets to about 15 metres, pretty central, leaning in at dummy half. Miski's having another go, drives it up to the 20. Hull are tenacious in the tackle. And Semba, what can he do? Not a lot. He's wrapped up there. It's a definite plan within Semba. One round the leg, two round the top, stop that offload as well. Cade Ellis gets over the 30, makes about 3 or 4 metres after the contact as well. 4 tackles gone. Smith's going to kick. He puts it pretty central. Ryan Hall picks it up now. He drives it back. Kieran couldn't quite stop him. Did enough and it's finished off by Farrell. So Hull KR are going to be starting on their own 40. Almost up to the halfway line. Farrell, Havard and Thompson in the tackle there. Hadley drives it over the halfway line. Hull now trying to spread it down this right-hand side. Now they straighten it up. Batchelor. He's stopped by Thompson and Semba and Smith. Thompson with the tackle there from Marker. I don't think the Hull fans were too happy there, saying he's not square, but the referee says nothing wrong with it. 5th tackle. Mikey Lewis puts that high kick in. Miski's going to take it. He put his foot back into his own goal area and caught the ball. So it's a restart on the 20, which he's taken quickly. He's over the 30, tackled on about the 31 metres out. Let us know what you're thinking, guys. What are your thoughts so far? Who you're supporting? Let us know in the live chat. We do read all of the live chats out. Wardle, he's come inside looking for some work now, trying to push his way up to halfway. Oh, Thompson almost broke the line there with a good pass. Good scrambling defence there from Hull. Wigan coming central now. Now we're a lovely reverse pass there to Bevan French. He's running round in circles, doesn't know which way he's going to go. They still can't put him down. Hull. Farrell, he straightens it up, drives it to Wigan's 10 metre line. Richard Cronin, mate, what is that software you're using? That are using you doing it. Come on, the Hull KR software. It's the software is OBS, mate. It's OBS. There's a Wigan player gone down there now. Training staff, physios are on pretty quickly. I didn't quite see what happened. I wish my nose had stopped running. There's a lot of boos coming from the crowd. I'm just waiting for a replay. Can't even see who it is who's gone down there for Wigan. Is it Nsemba? We need to see it again, then we can see what happened, whether it was foul play or whether he's just fallen awkwardly, or the referee's got his hand to his ear like that, as though the third the video referee is having a word with him, a look at things. Let's hope there's nothing more nefarious than just a bit of a dodgy fall and that. We don't want players getting sent off. It ruins the final. He's having a word now, he's the referee, with Liam Farrell, just explaining what's happened, and I don't think there's anything wrong with the tackle. He's back to his feet. It is Nsemba. Oh, they're showing us now. So he took the ball in his chest, and nothing wrong with that at all. It was just a tackle. He took his legs. He did go to wrap, and Nsemba sort of did a little somersault in the air and landed. But certainly no foul play by Hull at all. And Nsemba's going off. Maybe he's going having a little head injury assessment. It might have been from the way he fell. So if you're supporting Richard Cronin, if you're supporting Hull have got off to a good start, mate. I've got to say, Wigan supporter myself, but Hull have started well. Now there's a scramble for who's got the ball on that fifth tackle. Eventually, it's Hull. They'll be starting from their own 10 metres down the right-hand side. Sue drives it forward. He's met by Ethan Havard and Liam Byrne, who's come on, interchange probably for Nsemba, who's gone off for a head assessment. Parcell in at dummy half. Sadly, up to the 30. Fifth tackle. Kick comes in. As the kick comes in, Mikey Lewis was wrapped up. Fair tackle, though. Jay Field picks that ball up about 12 metres out. He gets almost up to the 30, where he's met by a blue wall. Miski coming doing some work for the forwards there. Gets to about 35 metres out. Ethan Havard, what can he do? Almost up to the 40. One out rugby at the minute from Wigan. Just trying to secure this ball, get some field position. Now they're coming down this left-hand side with Wardle. Wardle cuts inside. He's over the halfway line now. 4 tackles gone. Wigan have got a man over on the right-hand side, but they're never going to get it there quick enough. Yeah. Kieran steps back inside, passes it to Leeming. Leeming tries taking it one-handed, can only juggle it, and Minchella brings it away. Liam Byrne with the tackle. Hull, they'll be starting this set pretty much on their own 40. Looking good in defence, actually, Hull up to now. And it's a very similar start to when these two sides met at the Brick Community Stadium. Wigan did come out winners, but Hull started really, really well. Looked like they were going to take the 2 points that night, I've got to say, when I watched it. But they've got a man over on the outside there again, Hull. Bevan French, though, with a good tackle there. It was Minchella, he drives it up to the 30. He's tackled by... Blimey. He's tackled by Leeming, Havard, Farrell. Fifth tackle. Another chip into the Wigan's right-hand corner. This time Miski gets up in the air. Takes it well. He's on the floor at the 10. Wigan will be starting again from deep inside their own half. Just to say as well, if you guys who are listening this, if you've got a funded, certainly Bet365, if you've got a funded Bet365 account, they are live streaming this grand final. I don't want to do myself out of viewers, you're all welcome, but it is always better watching it than listening to somebody tell you what's happening. Or you can do the two, if there's no commentary, watch Bet365 and listen to Jimmy James. Trouble is that you'll probably be in front of this live stream. Fifth tackle. Smith manages to get a kick away down Hull's right-hand side. Hull return it. They'll be starting from their own 30 once again. They always seem to be starting their sets of 6, Hull, from a 15, 20 metres further than what Wigan are. They're having the territory advantage for sure. Ryan Hall's not happy, saying Farrell was stopping him getting up. Referee disagrees, and Hull are up to the halfway line. Parcell in at dummy half, spreads it left. Hull almost up to Wigan's 40. 4 tackles completed. Minchella coming down the right-hand side now. Quick hands there from Hull. Wrapped up though by Liam Marshall. Wardle's in and Smith. So there's snuffs out that danger. 5th tackle. Mikey Lewis puts a high kick in. This time it goes down Wigan's left-hand side. Field takes it on his own 10. Gets away from Burgess, but he's wrapped up. And once again, Wigan starting deep inside their own half. Marshall going across field. Makes about a metre. Nothing more. Lehman in at dummy half. Spreads it right. Miskit up to the 20. Meets a blue wall. No metres gained after contact. Farrell's having a go. He's almost up to the 30. 4 tackles gone. Lehman picks it up one-handed from dummy half. Scampers up to the 40. Cade Ellis in at dummy half. Spreads it. Poor pass as well to... Maybe that's why Cade Ellis doesn't play dummy half often. It was a poor pass to Harry Smith. He picked it up off his toes, got a kick in. And wasn't the best of kick, but he did well just to get it away. Hull picked it up on their own 20 metres roughly. And 2 tackles gone. They're already up to halfway. In fact, they're over halfway. Mikey Lewis there, scampered from dummy half. Thought he was caught high by Farrell. Referee disagrees. Oh. Tanganua up to Wigan's 20. Wigan's defence is not set here. Mikey Lewis tries putting a grubber kick through for himself, and it's booted behind by Field. That's the first time that you've seen ragged defence from Wigan. The line wasn't set, and it all came from a fortuitous break. There was a bit of messing about at the play of the ball. It looked like it could have been given a penalty either way, either for a knock-on, an incorrect play of the ball, or Wigan messing about at the play of the ball. The referee just let them get on with it. And it's a goal line dropout. It's up to the halfway line. Hull drive it in. They're going to be starting from about 35 metres out. Byrne with the tackle, helped by Farrell. Parcell spreads it wide right. Hadley drives it forward. Minchella feigns the pass, drives it over the 30. He's about 25 metres out there, tackled by Byrne and Farrell. Parcell spreads it right. Hull. Yeah, Burgess on his outside didn't give him the pass. He would have been struggling to go anywhere with it anyway, so probably the right thing to do actually. Hadley's driving it forward, just short of Wigan's 20. Parcell, he can go left or right here. He goes right on the 5th tackle. They're running it. Managed to get the offload from off the floor almost. Still the 5th tackle. Getting wrapped up by Wigan. Lehman in the tackle. Needs help. Thompson eventually comes in. Referee calls held. That will be the handover to Wigan. And at least this time they'll be starting from around their own... They're about 5 metres further upfield than where they've usually been starting, which is on their own 10-metre line. ...21 minutes gone. Wigan 0, Hull KR 0. Hull KR have probably had the better of this so far, I would say. Miskey drives into the line, pushes Mikey Lewis back a bit, but doesn't make any yardage there. Ethan Havard, he's going to have a go up to his own 40. Makes about 3, 4, 5 metres after the contact. Good drive there from Havard. Lehman in at dummy half to Thompson. We're going to try and run it down the right-hand side now. Dummy there by French. Breaks the line. He's going all the way under the post. They're not going to stop him there. That's 4 points on the board to Wigan. And just like that, out of nowhere, Lehman... Lehman was... He spread the ball right to... Yeah, there's no reason this is going to be... No reason this is going to be chalked off. He spread that ball to Bevan French. French looked as though he was going to keep it going to the right-hand side. Dropped his shoulder. Broke the line, and then his speed to the line. No one was going to catch him. Great try there from Bevan French. I'm just looking at it. It was Farrell. Farrell on the outside of Bevan French just stopped the Hull defenders committing to the tackle with French, and when he threw that dummy, he just dropped his shoulder. Was it Parcell who missed the tackle on him? And once he breaks that line, you're not going to catch him. Burgess came flying over at the last minute, but that was too little too late. Yeah, he just, as he dropped his shoulder and broke the line, he decided early which way he was going to go, and the fullback couldn't react in time, despite his diving attempt at a tackle. And this will be a pretty simple kick for... I'm wondering who's going to do the kicking. Is it going to be Smith, or is it going to be Adam Kieran who's going to be doing the goal kicking tonight? So currently it's Wigan 4, Hull KR 0. If you're a Hull KR fan, I'd be a little bit disappointed. It is going to be Adam Kieran to provide the extra 2, which he should get. He's 10 yards out and just slightly to the right-hand side of the post. So it's the right side for him because he's a left footer. But yeah, Hull have definitely had the better of this opening 23 minutes, but they're going to find themselves 6-0 down. He does indeed get the 2 points converted. So it's Wigan 6, Hull KR 0. My bugle is running. I've had a cold. Come back off my holidays, I've got a cold. Always happens. So yeah, we've got just over 20 minutes gone. So say a quarter of the match. If we're going to have another 3/4 of a match that are in this with this intensity and skill level, it's going to be a grand final to remember. Will get us back underway. Wigan are bringing it down that right-hand side now with Bevan French. He's up to the 20. Fields in at dummy half. Short pass there to Farrell. He drives it up to the 30. He's just short. Minchella in with a tackle. Looks like the blood in his head wound from earlier on as the blood's abated now. He's still got the bandage around his head and that, but it's not going to cause him any further problems. I've not heard anything about or seen anything about Nsemba, whether he's done for the game or whether he's coming back out and he's passed a HIA. 5th tackle for Wigan. Smith puts a high kick in. Oh, my word. Hull let it bounce. It's like everybody lost it. Marshall's going to go in at the corner. Puts it down. I think he's got it down, you know. This will go upstairs. I don't know what Hull did there. It was a high kick. It was a high kick that came in from Smith. And nobody really got near it on the bounce. On-field decision is no try. They're going to check onside, offside. And if it is onside, it's whether he stayed in touch as well. Smith put the high kick in. We're just watching a replay now. So Marshall's onside, but Wardle looks marginally offside there. And so Marshall can go for the ball, but yeah, he's offside, and Wardle was offside anyway. What it was, there was 3 Hull KR players who let the ball bounce. Marshall kicked it forward, went and picked the ball up and just dropped into the corner, but it's no try. There's some There are some confused faces amongst the Wigan fans there as to why that's been disallowed. We've just seen the crowd. But when you see this high kick come in, Thompson wasn't 10 metres, and also, but Warder was even closer than Thompson. So, great finish by Liam Marshall. But, yeah, a little bit lucky there, actually, Hull, though, letting that ball bounce. It's like neither... There was 3 players around the ball where it landed, and nobody committed to go for it. Marshall hoofed it forward. Just listening now, and Sember, he's walking back along the side of the pitch, so he's passed his head assessment, so he will be able to come back on for Wigan. It's not disappointing as a grand final, that is for sure. Minchella, Hull, coming down the left-hand side, up to Wigan's 10, dropped by Byrne and Farrell. Only 3 tackles completed. About 7 metres out, almost under the post there. Hull, Parcell spreads it left. They've got a man over here if they can... Nah, they can't get there though. Straighten it up. There's a head collision there between between Bevan French and it looked like Havard. They're all right though. 5th tackle. They're running it. Oh, dropped by... It was dropped by number 16, Whitbread for Hull. So it relieves all that pressure on Wigan. It wasn't the worst pass to him, but it was a little bit low, and as he bent his knees, he was kind of looking who was coming towards him and what he was going to do with it, and the ball went down, so it's a handover to Wigan. And Sember back into the action, drives it up to the 20, well tackled by Hadley. Thompson, a one-out ball, he's over the 30, gets to about 32 metres out. 27 minutes gone. Leeming in at dummy half, spreads it to Thompson. Thompson to Bevan French. He's wrapped up by Mikey Lewis and Hadley. Lost about 3 or 4 metres there, did Wigan. If he played the ball by Wigan as well. Got away with it though. Now we get the offload. Smith with a kick into Hull's right-hand corner. There's no one home. It's gonna roll out to play about 5 metres out. So yeah, and Sember's back on and back in the game. Quick shout out, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be fantastic. We've got a stream supporter as well today, challetspetproducts.co.uk, link in the description. Use the promo code JimmyJames, get 5% discount off all online orders. And Hull get us back underway. They're about almost on their own 20, pretty central. Parcell in at dummy half. Which way is he going? He's going to the right. Hull almost up to their own 30. Made about 5 metres there, did Hull. Hadley driving it forward, does well there against Cade Ellis and Farrell. 5th tackle, Lewis puts a kick in. Field takes it about 12 metres out, surveys the field in front of him, decides there's not much on. Happy to take the tackle off Minchella about 20 metres out. French in at dummy half, Wigan spreading it left. Marshall can't get away from Hiku. Good tackle there. This time, Miski's having a go. He's going to try and get up to the 30. He's just short. Leeming spreads it right. Havard. Head rocks back as he goes into the contact with Hadley. Now Farrell's having a go. He's up to the 40 but doesn't make any ground there. Going to be Harry Smith putting a kick in. Puts a high kick in. It's going to land on the 20. Taken by Burgess. Burgess runs in field. Cade Ellis, Thompson and Leeming in the tackle there. Returned safely, though, by Burgess. He's had a good start to this game, Burgess. Ryan Hall's driving forward now. Makes good yardage after the contact. He's up to Wigan. He's up to Hull's 40, sorry. Lewis is scampering from dummy half over the halfway line. Brought down by Havard and Thompson. And Sember in the tackle there. I thought it was Hadley. It's not. It was the other guy with the bald head. Look, something. I can't remember his name. Apologies. I know the Wigan players' names, but I don't know all of the Hull players, so I do apologise. I will try my best. I know Burgess and Hadley, Minchella, Parcell, Mikey Lewis, but there's a few others that I don't just quite recognise. And obviously Bateman. Oh, hang on. We're going to try and get it underway now from their own 10 again. Referee makes some start again. Pass goes to Marshall. Marshall makes about 2 metres before he's driven backwards there. Wardle's he's had a quiet game, Wardle, so far. He's just not really been involved. And Wigan, not even up to their own 20 now. They've just got over the 20 now with Kieran. He's wrapped up by 3 Hull players, about 25 metres out. Hull players are claiming there was a knock on there. It's not been given if there was. I didn't see it, but Minchella and Hadley in the tackle on Havard there. Wigan trying to come down the right-hand side now. Once again, Bevan French trying to break the line, but he's run behind his own player. Oh dear. Moon for moon. Is this question mark? I don't know what you mean, mate. Say it another way. I don't know what you mean. Good to have you in the chat, by the way, Moon for moon. Yeah, Bevan French ran behind Cruz Lehman. He should have just gone down there, taking the tackle. He'd have got away with it. As it was, referee's given the penalty. Hull are going to be starting this set from 18 yards out. Minchella to Batchelor. Batchelor straightens it up, gets over the 10-metre line just. Moon for moon, is this on right now? It is, mate. Lewis is over the line. He's held up, though. He's held up. So they'll be going back to the 10. It is on now, mate. It's on Sky Sports Plus. Or, if you have a funded account at Bet365, if you get over there, I'm sure they've got live streaming of this. I'm currently watching it on Sky Sports Plus. Minchella gets an offload there. Mate, he's wrapped up by Farrell and Havard. Hull coming down the left-hand side. About a metre short. 5th tackle. Parcell in at dummy half. He can go left or right. He's probably going to go right. The ball's bouncing around now like a basketball game. It's still in Hull's possession. Well, that's going to be 6 again, surely. Oh no, he's saying it's not 6 again because it came off his head. Moon for Moon says thank you. Come on, Wigan. I'm with you there. I'm with you there, Moon for Moon. Yeah, check it on Bet365, mate. We've got Richard Cronin. He's supporting Hull KR. 75,000, I believe, at Old Trafford. What a good turnout for this grand final. And the players are not letting... I know it's only 6-0, but the intensity, wow. Farrell, up to his own 40. 4 tackles completed. Lehman, dummy half, spreads it left to Thompson. Thompson goes to Smith. Smith to Nsemba. Nsemba kind of breaks the line, but he's falling and he has to take the tackle. So on the 5th, Smith puts a high kick into the right-hand side for Hull. It's taken safely. They'll be starting about 11 metres out from their own try line. 34.5 minutes gone. Wigan 6, Hull KR 0. Hull KR 18 yards out from their own try line. Havard and Cade Ellis with a tackle. Ryan Hall drives it forward. Havard, Lehman in with the tackle. Hull KR up to their own 40 metres. 4 tackles gone. Centre field. Over the halfway line now. Thompson and Nsemba into the tackle. 5th tackle coming up. Minchella to Mikey Lewis. Mikey Lewis puts a high kick in. It's going to land about 15 metres out. J Field takes it. Pretty central. He's happy to get over the 20-yard line, take the tackle, but he's driven back by Hadley and 3 other Hull players. So we'll be starting on about the 15 metre line. Little pass there to Marshall. Marshall makes about 10 metres there, does well. Smith's in at dummy half. Short pass there, look forward. Got away with it to Wardle. Marshall in at dummy half. Smith. Wigan trying to come down the right-hand side now. Bevan French can't break the line. Mikey Lewis in attendance there. Didn't make the tackle, but managed to slow him down enough for Parcell to get in there. Lehman on the halfway line. Wigan trying to come down this left-hand side now. Fields in the line. He's up from full-back. Can't get through, though. Looked like Bateman was there. Chip and a chase. Oh. Chip and a chase there from Wigan. And Nsemba, he kind of caught the ball, but it squirted out of his grasp. Oh, and then as he hit the floor, he knocked it on. So good defending there from Hull, actually, when you watch that again, because they waited for Nsemba to take possession of the ball before making the tackle. And it was a good tackle when it was made, which is why the ball came out of Nsemba's grasp when he hit the floor. Hull up to their own 40. 3 tackles gone. Minchella trying to make some space. Gets the offload as he goes over halfway. Wrapped up by Smith, though. So no damage done there if you're a Wigan fan. Parcell down the left-hand side. Hadley up to Wigan's 40. Wrapped up by Farrell and Ellis. 5th tackle. Lewis puts a high kick in there. It's going to be Field on his own 10 to compete for it. It's gone backwards off Wigan. Now Bevan French has picked it up. He's running across his own goal line. He's trying to find a gap. Can't, though. And Wigan will be starting again on their own 15-yard line. Marshall up to the 30. Happy with the tackle there. Havard, he's running across field. Sorry, Wardle running across field. Bit of a high tackle there. Just a lazy arm from Hadley, nothing more than that. But the referees pinged him. And, well, it could have been either of them who got done for the high tackle. It was Luckley or Hadley. I think it was Luckley. Unluckily, giving away the penalty there for a high tackle. 38 minutes gone. Smith puts the kick in down the left-hand side. So they're going to be starting from Hull's 40-metre line. Marshall gestures, come on, give us a ball. 38 minutes and 28 seconds gone. Look underway. Thompson drives it forward. Luckily in the tackle there with his oppo, Hadley. 2 of them in a tackle have stopped Wigan getting much yardage after the contact. Wigan going down the right-hand side there. Miskett, he had to stop to collect the ball, though. All momentum was gone. He's thrown a wild pass there, and then it's been knocked on by Hadley. Although he's saying he knocked it backwards. So there is the referee's giving it to Wigan. He was a little bit unlucky there, Hadley. As much as I'd like it. Oh, no, the second touch was forward, so... yeah, he was a little bit unlucky. But 39 minutes and 6 seconds. The clock's been stopped. It's going to be head and feed to Wigan on Hull's 30-metre line. Smack bang central. Wigan coming down this left-hand side now with Wardle. He takes a tackle up to Hull's 20. Thompson drives it forward, 18 yards out. Still plenty of time here. 4 players left. Wigan going down the right-hand side. They've got a man over if they can get deliberate knock on there by Ryan Hall. If he hadn't have knocked that on, though, I get a feeling it was Kieran who tried to put the pass out there to Abbas Miski, who was on the wing. He would have been unopposed. It was a great stop there by Ryan Hall. He just held his arm out, and it is a deliberate knock on, but hey ho, you get away with it. 16 seconds to go. Wigan head and feed, centre field. Are they going to go with a drop goal or are they not? No, they're going to run it. Still 10 seconds to go. Leeming's looking left, so I don't know where Smith is. Dodgy play of the ball. He's going to go for a drop goal. He gets ball away. And that is a drop goal, so it's an extra point for Wigan as the half-time hooter goes. Could be vital in the second half. You never know. Wigan 7, Hull KR 0. I don't know how Hull KR are 0 at the minute, though. Matty Pete was delighted with that drop goal at half-time. Blimey, I'm going to have to slow my voice down a bit now. I have to get a drink. I can feel it going. It's been a long day of streaming. We had the football earlier on in the Polish Cup. Siaka 3, Wisła Kraków. Siaka 2, Wisła Kraków 3. Biedrzycki getting sent off for us again. Any of our Polish fans watching? Dobry wieczór. Nie mówię po polsku. Angielski, dziękuję bardzo. Tak. So, yeah. And then this afternoon we had our football focused. You don't need Jeff Stelling when you've got Jimmy James. We had a full League 2 programme. We also included in that a watch-along with, or commentary on Tranmere Rovers and Bradford City. Tranmere can't win at home. They're struggling. They got beat 2-0. What a first half. Fast and frenetic, doesn't even come close. Intensity from both teams has been superb, and that first half seems like it's gone over in the blink of an eye. We can relax for a minute or two now. You just get the feeling in this match in the second half there's going to be more twists and turns. It's been just pure skill on display. There's been considering the pace and intensity that this game's been played at, few handling errors. You can count on one hand the number of handling errors that there's been. And ultimately, Hull have only been undone by a moment of individual skill and brilliance by Bevan French. Dropping the shoulder and managing to break the line. Apart from that, Hull's defence has been pretty solid. Wigan's has been all right as well, but you get I get the feeling of watching this that Wigan have been under pressure more. Certainly, field position wise, Hull will have had the territorial advantage for sure. It seemed that Wigan, if they were taking the high ball from Mikey Lewis, they'd probably be taking it on average about their own 10 metres line. They've been getting back to about the 15 metres line. Then you get driven back a bit. So you can say Wigan starting have been from their own 10 metres line consistently. When Harry Smith's been putting his kicks in, no matter where from on the pitch really, these kickers, they can get the ball to a 10 metre line from pretty much anywhere. The one difference being Burgess has been rock solid under pretty much everything, and his returns, he's been coming back to sort of the 20-yard line, the 30-yard line, and it's making a big difference in respect of where Hull are starting their sets of 6 from, as opposed to Wigan. So we'll see if that changes in this second half. But I think for it to change, you will be looking for a drop in performance from Hull KR, because it's not been that Wigan have been tardy in, you know, the line moving up. The chases have been good. It's just that if Smith is kicking from his own 30, his own 40, you've got that distance that the players who are making the chase have got to get to before you can make the tackle. And Burgess, he's quick, isn't he? You know, he's up to the 20, he's up to the 30 before the Wigan chase is getting to him. Whereas with the Hull KR field position where Mikey Lewis is kicking from, more often than not, he's kicking from the halfway line, he's kicking from Wigan's 40. So the players are already there and there just isn't that space. And it needs to be like that from Hull's point of view, because you can't give Jay Field or Bevan French or Abbas Miskit or Liam Marshall, you can't be giving them that 20, 30 metre buffer that they would have if you're kicking from, say, your own 30, your own 40, which Wigan have been doing. So the game plan from Hull KR seems to be working perfectly. And like I said, they're 7-0 behind. But in my view, I have always have Wigan tinted glasses on. Yeah, I mean, looking at the possession there, Wigan 48%, Hull KR 52%. What's Wigan have made 29 more tackles than Hull KR. Wigan have made 14 more metres though. But a lot of that will be taken up in the run from from Bevan French for his try. So it's, you know, when Hull KR go in at half-time, what do you say to them as a coach? You can't have a go at them for the way they've played. They've played well. They've tackled well. They've shown real bravery. I mean, we're just watching Mincello there with a big bandage on his head, going into a tackle with Jay Field. No thoughts of his injury on his head. They've almost had the ball. Well, they have had the ball over the try line once, Hull KR, but it was a slight knock on in the contest in the air. So it was chalked off. But Mikey Lewis again scampering himself, trying to get over the try line from dummy half. He was just short, just held up. So it's these fine margins that are when you get to this level that are the game changes, aren't they? They can that fine margin can win or lose you a game. But I'll be very surprised. I mean, I'll make the comment now that there's no way Hull will not score in this match. I just, as well as Wigan are defending, there's been a couple of occasions where they've relied on a little bit of luck. Hey, you need a little bit of a look at some point in a match. When it's as tight as this, it's gone Wigan's way up to now. Hopefully in the second half it'll continue. But at some point, Hull will get the luck of the bounce. And I've got a feeling if Wigan want to win this match, they're going to need to put more points on the board. Obviously, just before half-time, Harry Smith getting that drop goal for the extra point could be vital come the end. But I've got a feeling this is going to come down to maybe needing a converted try. After half-time, it'll be interesting to see how both teams start. Is one team's performance going to drop off after the break? Or is one team's performance going to increase in intensity? Yeah, I don't know how it could actually. I suppose as a Wigan supporter, I'd be thinking they're going to keep that intensity. Need to keep the intensity up that they've shown in the first half in defence. There was just one occasion where their defensive line wasn't set and they were kind of scrambling a little bit. They got away with it. But as scrambling defence goes, it didn't look the best. When Wigan are able to get that defensive line set, they look pretty solid. And the one difference in this game again, and it was the same when we played at the Brick Community Stadium in the first half. In contact and after contact, Hull KR are making yardage. Wigan are struggling to do so. And that's the way that game that Wigan eventually did run out winners. I mean, Patrick Mago came on and made a massive impact. But they Wigan did come out victorious. Nathan Cleary's just being interviewed, 3-time grand final winner with Penrith. What's he doing over here? Is he coming signing for someone? Or has he signed for someone? Looking forward to this second half, that's for sure. Just hope my voice holds out. I don't know what's being said to him, but he's got a big smile on his face. I don't know what's going on there with the interview. He's starting to look a little bit uncomfortable now, so I don't know what questions are being asked to him. Probably is, are you going to be signing for Wigan, or are you going to be signing for Hull, or the guy just wants to come and watch a match. Good light show at half time. Probably a bit dodgy if you're an epileptic. Excuse me. Yeah, quick shout out. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that'd be fantastic. We've got a stream sponsor today, jalexpetproducts.co.uk. Link in the description. Use the promo code Jimmy James and get a 5% discount off all online orders. I was saying on my stream earlier on, it's another bloke who owns it, Sean, with good friends. And I literally placed my order this morning for a 6-kilo bag of duck à l'orange for my little Jack Russell Henry. So it's not a case of, oh, buy off Sean because he's a mate. I literally buy off him because my Jack Russell, I've never known a Jack Russell to be as fussy. You could offer him sausages, or if you have a bit of steak or chicken and he looks as though, I might have it later, kind of thing. It's like, you're a terrier. You should be ripping into anything that you get offered. But when it comes to dog food, he has been a little bit fussy. But with the stuff I get off Sean, it is the only one he doesn't like, and I've told Sean this, he won't mind me saying it, he does a venison, which Henry the Jack Russell likes. His favourite is duck à l'orange. He loves that. The one he won't eat is the fish one. I think it's salmon. He kind of pulls his face. He will eat it, but it's not his favourite, that's for sure. He'll sort of eat that if there's nothing else. But with the duck, he definitely likes it, and it's all grain free as well. For a 6-kilo bag, I think it was £28.99 I paid for it. But it lasts him quite a while. But yeah, so use that promo code Jimmy James, get a 5% discount off on all online orders. And if you want to join us tomorrow, I think we're going to do a live stream for the England... Is it England-Finland? after the other night. Not impressed with Jordan Pickford the other night. God blimey. All he needs to do is concentrate on keeping the ball out of the net. He needs to sort his socks out as well. And get some new shorts. They're too bloody tight. It's like he's got to be a face in the team, you know, with the character. You'd be better off if you just... It's all right being a character if you're good. Not when you're dropping clanger after clanger like he did. Just keep your head down, keep the ball out of the net. He couldn't manage that. I don't know. So yeah, I'm not even sure what time it kicks off tomorrow, and it'll be on normal telly as well, I think. So if you want to, obviously everybody wants to watch it on telly. Don't blame you. But if you're getting frustrated and you want somewhere to go with that frustration, watch it on telly. Come over here, get in with a live chat. Let us know what your thoughts are. Dance is on tonight, isn't it, as well? What time's the darts on tonight? 8:30. World Grand Prix 2024. Luke Humphries starting at 8:30. Might have to tape that and watch it when I get in bed. Tape it. Well, you know what I mean. Gone are the days of putting a video cassette recorder in out and pressing buttons, and now it's just everything's at your fingertips, isn't it? Tomorrow, the Betfred Wheelchair Super League Grand Final, Leeds v Halifax, 5 PM kick-off. That'll be on Sky Sports, Leeds and Halifax. Players are just coming back out now. Give my voice a rest for 5 or 6 seconds. Have a drink of pop. Gotta say, I do like my rugby league. It doesn't seem 2 minutes ago since it was first starting. Was it back in February? Now we go all over the summer, and here we are, 12th of October, and the season's coming to an end. Scary thing is, it won't seem a blink of an eye, and we'll be back starting again for the 25-26 season. Matty Pete's on his way out now, being interviewed. Don't know what he's saying. Looks calm enough though. Tell you what I have enjoyed as well this year. Kudos to Sky Sports for showing every game. My only gripe, and if you've seen any of my live streams I do, my only gripe is when there's 2 matches being played consecutively, don't put the other score up. Because if you want to watch one match, you can record the other match, can't you? And then watch it afterwards. But if they keep putting the score at the bottom corner and telling you about it and that, it kind of spoils it. And I've always said, unless they're contractually obliged that they've got to put the scores up, and that's my only complaint. It's like spoiler alert. Just going to move that over. So, oh, don't be doing that. Oh, I didn't want to do that, and I've gone and done it. What an absolute plum you are, Jimmy. What have you done? It's going to be Hull KR getting us underway, kicking from left to right. Marshall takes the ball, hands it off to Thompson. Thompson drives it forward. Sorry guys, I've just made a mistake there. I shouldn't have done. I've moved something that I shouldn't have, and it's no harm done. I don't think. Maybe slightly. Jimmy, you're a plum. It's just, it tells me I've got to have that bit of the screen open because it tells me there's a problem with it. 4 tackles gone. And Sember, he's driving it forward. There we go. Smith, he's on the 5th tackle. He's trying to get... He's under pressure there. He does well to get a kick away at the end. But Hall picks it up on the 20. He's over the 30. Driving towards the 40. Eventually, he's tackled by Bevan French and Farrell. Parcell spreads it to the right-hand side. And Sember, Marshall, they're dragging the player, trying to get over to the sideline. You're not going to get him over there. Burgess, you're not going to get him there from about 10 metres infield. Oof, almost a knock on there by Hull. Gathered at the second attempt. Hadley drives it over the 40. Pretty central. Tackled by Sember, Thompson and Farrell. Parcell over to Minchella. Minchella spreads it left. Straightened up by Hull. Tackle made by French and Havard. 5th tackle there. Mikey Lewis puts a high kick in. Berates himself. Caught by Field almost under his own post on the goal line. Gets to the 10. He's not... Eventually he's brought down on the 10. Miskey. Almost up to the 20. Centre field. Farrell. He's driving it forward. He's met by Hadley. And is that Luckley? Here's Ellis driving it up to the 40. 5th tackle. Smith puts the kick in. It's central. Fielded by Hull. Already up to their own 30. Over the 30. Brought down by... Wigan. Ryan Hall driving towards the halfway line. Run chess. Hello, it's me again. Hi, mate. Good to see you in the live chat. When you were commenting on the Wisła Kraków match, I noticed an error, namely that it was written that the coach of Wisła Kraków is Kazimierz Moskal, and that Mariusz Jop has been the coach at Wisła Kraków for the last 3 matches. Run only Wisła. Yeah, that's that comes off the. There's a high kick comes in there. Wigan let it bounce. Field's now scrambling. Oh, Hull have got a man over on the right-hand side, and they've made a right Horlicks of it. Now, Wardle's picked up the ball. He's not been tackled. Marshall's knocked it on. Oh, he would have had the whole field to run into. And now Hadley's bringing it back for Hull. What a bizarre period of play from both teams there. Yeah, run chess. It's where it says Moskal was the head coach. That's nothing. There's nothing I can do about that. It just it's where they've not updated the coach. Lewis is trying to get over the line there. He's literally millimetres short, right under the post. Parcell in at dummy half. Spreads it right. Straightened up. 8 metres out. Hull probing. Just can't quite get over. Parcell spreads it left. Luckley driving forward. He's stopped about a metre short. He gets a handoff away. Referee had called held. Run chest, okay. And thanks, he says. Hadley trying to drive it in. Thanks for that, mate, though, because if it was something I was doing wrong, I'd appreciate it. They've got a man over here. They're going to put it in at the corner. Oh, Ryan Hall is pushed into touch. Gets the pass away, though. Now Bevan French is trying to get away. That was on the 5th. He's up to the 20. And he's dropped by Hull. Have a good day. Run chess, I will. And you too, mate. Thanks ever so much for coming in the chat. You're always welcome, you know that. And it's good to catch up. I've got loads of questions to ask you. Because if you're Polish, your English is really good. My Polish is absolutely not good. So I'll probably have loads of questions to ask you as well. But have a good evening, mate. Or I should say, dobry wieczór. Nie mówię po polski, angielski, dziękuję bardzo. That's as good as it gets. Patrick May goes on now for Wigan. He's still going. He's over the 40. He's about 35 yards out now. Mago's been saved for this second half for just that. Thompson's making yardage up to Hull's 20, slightly down the right-hand side. Farrell in at dummy half on the 5th. Lehman gets it to Smith. Smith's under pressure. He's got to pass it. Wigan are running it down the left with Wardle. He's got Marshall on his outside. He's going to have to take the tackle there. It'll be the handover. Runche says, bro, it's translator. Yeah, dziękuję bardzo, really good. Cheers, mate. Have a great evening. And the next time you tune in on any of the streams or Viswa Krakow, and they're not as manic as this one, I've got loads of questions to ask you if you don't mind. But, so yeah, appreciate that. Right, Hull. Driving it forward, central, over the 20, handoff over the 30. Farrell can't complete the tackle, and it's finally completed by Nsemba. This has got more intense than the first half. We've only been going 7 minutes. Hull are just making yards now at will. 5th tackle. Fields underneath it. He's going to have to jump for it. Takes it on his own 10. Tackled straight away. Take a breath. Runche says, okay. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. Dziękuję bardzo. Field with a good take. He had Tanganoa in. He was just waiting for him to catch that ball. And Field, luckily, as he caught it, was aware of it and went straight to the floor because Tanganoa was going to try and drive him over towards his own goal line. That is a penalty to Wigan, though. Messing about at the play of the ball, I think. Yeah. Just keeping Marshall just a couple of seconds too long there. And, yeah, holding down. Not happy the whole player, but the referee's giving it. So Smith will put the ball into the touch. Wigan will be starting on halfway. Oh, and take a breath. So it's Forbru's come on. I'm assuming it's for Lehman. It's good when he comes on forward, though, because there's no difference in the way that Wigan play. Thompson drives it forward, over Hull's 40. Forbru in again, dummy half. As he thinks about a scamper himself, little pass to Smith. Cade Ellis. Ellis gets the offload to Forber. Forber's over the 30. Makes about an extra 5 metres. He's almost up to the 20. Good drive there from Forber for Wigan. Ellis in at dummy half now. Spreads it left. Harry Smith puts a chip over the top looking for Field. It's under the post. Field's not going to get there. Mikey Lewis fumbles it. Tackled by Nsemba. And he's not held. He was tackled in his own goal line by Nsemba, but Wigan couldn't hold him in goal. Oh, they're just gonna check Chris Kendall whether he was held in goal or not. I don't think he was. I think he did really well. He got away from Nsemba. Oh, and I think his foot went over the line though. So I think it's going to be a goal line dropout. Nsemba made the tackle, spun him round. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. It was about an inch short. So well done, Mikey Lewis. For me, play on. He's indeed play on. He's not man of steel for nothing, is he? Ryan Hall drives it. Almost trying to get towards a 20. Pretty central. Can't get there though. Held up by Bevan French and Farrell. Hiku drives it in. He's met by Ellis, Thompson, Forber. Sue up to the 30. Tries to get the offload away there. Can't do it. And Mago picks it up. It was an offload. Oh, what was Sue doing there? It would have been a blind offload if he'd have got it. I think he's still a little bit upset from the when he got pinged for slowing down the play of the ball too much. But he just needs to calm down. Everything Hull's doing is fine. This second half's more intense than the first. Wigan trying to come down this right-hand side now. Farrell to Field. Field takes the ball, but he's ripped up straight away. Makes no yardage after contact there. Wigan on Hull's 20. Cade Ellis drives it up to the 10. He turns looking for an offload. Can't get it away though, he's wrapped up. Forber, fifth tackle, spreads it to Smith. Smith, Wigan are going to run it. Bevan French. There's a hailstorm just come from nowhere at Old Trafford. Well, where's that come from? Blimey. Oh well, that'll liven things up. Not that we need it livening up anymore. Mikey Lewis in at dummy half. The players are kind of wincing a bit as they're getting peppered with hailstorm. As though this final's not had everything up to now, we've now got inclement weather. That is proper hailstorm, that. And Sember in with a tackle there, and Ellis. Parcell in at dummy half. Wigan are going to get pinged now for messing about with the play of the ball. Cade Ellis didn't need to do that. Holding down, so that'll be a penalty to Hull KR. No need for it. You'd already made the tackle. Wow. And a good kick as well. Hull are going to be starting on Wigan's 30. Hadley over the 30. He's about 25 metres out now. Pretty central, maybe slightly left. Parcell in at dummy half. Hadley's having a go at Farrell there for holding him down. Referee's not interested though. So, over the 20. Referee, oh, and he's knocked on again. He's having a horror 10 minutes here, Sue. It's just, it was on the second tackle as well. It's not what he needed. His teammates are going, I suppose the ball's getting a little bit greasy as well. There's a hand in there as well off Wigan. Don't tell the referee. That, he was a little bit unlucky there. Going to be a Wigan scrum, head and feed. Centre field, 20 metres out. Forber spreads it right to Mago. Mago's trying to drive forward after the contact. He ain't going forward, he's going backwards there. If you can get Patrick Mago to go back 6, 7, 8 metres there, you're doing well. And Hull managed to do that. Now they drove Farrell back. Wigan have gone nowhere. 2 tackles gone and literally no metres gained. Ellis takes that ball, stood still. Makes probably 1 metre, 2 metres tops. 2 metres he's made. 3 tackles gone and Wigan have made 2 metres. Thompson tries driving it forward, trying to get up to the 30. He's short though. That certainly slicked things up. That hail shower that's just come down. Patrick Mago can't make much yardage there. 5th tackle, Smith's kicking from his own 30. It's a low kick, it bounces horribly. Well dealt with though by Hull. Before contact's made, they're about 35 metres out from their own line, a la the first half. Ryan Hall breaks the first tackle of Forber. Then Forber grabs hold of him at second attempt, gets dragged along with Hall, and Hall goes over the halfway line. French in with the tackle there. Thought he went in with a no-arms tackle. Gets away with it anyway. Hull, 4 tackles gone. 35 metres out from Wigan's post, centre field. Now they're looking to come down this right-hand side. Straightened up though. Tackled by Ellis and Sember and Forber. 5th tackle, Parcell to the left. Minchella, they're running it. Lewis, what's he going to do? The ball in hand. Oh my word, literally stopped. I thought with the slickness of the pitch, it's going to be the handover. I thought Hull were just going to slide. I can't see which player it is because there's just a mass of bodies. But it is a Hull KR penalty. There was a late tackle by Thompson on Minchella. I thought he was going to slide over the line with the slickness of this pitch, because now it's stopped hailing, it is still raining and things are getting slicker. Late contact, yeah. What are they going to do? They're going for 2. Hull KR are going for the 2. Interesting. So, I suppose when you look at the score, if you take the 2, it's a wise move, because a converted try gives you the victory, doesn't it? Whereas if they get a try here, well, it's 6 to 1.5 dozen of the other, I suppose. But it is going to be Mikey Lewis. 71 conversions from 107 attempts. So he's getting the boos from the Wigan fans behind the posts. Takes 2 steps backwards. Blimey, he shanked it. And it went in off the post low. That, if your luck's in, that kick goes through the posts. Is that an omen that it's going to be Hull KR? Is it going to be the night? Because it was an awful kick. Absolutely awful. But it went through the posts, and when you're man of steel, things like that, they go your way. And he won't be worried about that at all. As long as he's got them 2 points, it doesn't matter how it goes over. Wigan, get us back underway. The rain is pouring down in Manchester. Hall takes that ball in his own 10 metre. Passes it to Sue. Sue drives it forward, keeps hold of the ball. And he'll feel better after that, because he's had a bit of a rubbish 10 minutes. Ryan Hall drives it forward over his own 20. Parcell in at dummy half, spreads it to the right. Hadley drives it forward. He's met by Liam Byrne and who was it with the Forber with the initial contact for Wigan. He's on for Cruz Leeming. Minchella up to the 20, met by Byrne and Thompson. Parcell spreads it right. Hull almost up to the halfway line. 5th tackle, Lewis is going to be kicking from his own about 45 metres out. He puts a high kick in, taken by Miskey on his own 10. Runs in field, straightens it up. He's met by Minchella and Hadley. Wigan will be starting from about their own 23 metres. Going to have to bear in mind the players now, that ball is going to be like a bar of soap. Farrell up to the 20. Hadley in there with Minchella. Forber in at dummy half, spreads it left. Wigan happy to run it. Field in the line, up to halfway. Hull can't put him down, he's looking for a gap. Eventually he is brought down by Minchella and Hadley. Forber spreads it right. Bevan French looking for a gap in the line, drops his shoulder. He's done it again, Bevan French. He puts a little grubber kick in that goes under the post. He's slid as though he was taken out. I don't think he was. I think if anything, I think he made a little bit out of that when it was. He was never going to get that ball. It is going to be a goal line dropout though. But once again, it was Mikey Lewis. Didn't put the tackle in. And well, there was more of a tackle made at him without the ball than I thought initially. But you're not going to get a penalty for that. Oh, Lewis slips as he takes the goal line dropout. It only goes up to the 40. Byrne drives Minchella back up to the 30. Centre field. Forber in at dummy half. Short pass to Thompson. Thompson drives it up to the 20. He's met by Hadley. Now we're going left with Smith. Wigan have got a man over, but they straighten it up with Nsemba, and Nsemba's up to the 10, looks for the offload, then decides to keep hold of it. Forber can go right or left. He's going right. Wigan. Oh, Mikey Lewis. He picked him up past horizontal, Mikey Lewis did, but he didn't drop Farrell. He placed him down. So for me, play on. He didn't force him down. The Wigan players came running in, and Mikey Lewis knew exactly what he was doing there, and that's why he could have really hurt. If he'd wanted to be an arse there, he could have hurt Farrell, but he didn't. He kept hold of him, placed him down, then he fell on top of him. Nothing wrong with that at all. And as a Wigan fan, if it was the other way, if he'd have really dumped him there, he could have dumped him on his head, and he didn't. And he's apologising, but he looked after Farrell there. Penalty's going to go against him, but he doesn't. There should be no yellow card, no red, nothing like that. If you're going to give a penalty, fair enough. But if he'd really wanted to hurt Farrell, he could have done, and he didn't. So fair play to him. It is a penalty to Wigan. I think they're going to go for the 2. It's going to be Kieran with the kick. So, yeah, fair play to Mikey Lewis there. For me, he had took him up past the horizontal. But that can happen in a tackle. And if you place a player down safely like he did, I'm not sure why it's a free kick. A penalty, sorry. It might be in the rule, but 81% probability that Adam Kieran puts this over, which will restore Wigan's 7-point lead. He's lining it up. Lots of Hull KR fans behind the post trying to put him off. He's surveying the post. The clock stopped on 61 minutes and 9 seconds. 3 steps forward. He's put it through the middle. That's 2 points added to Wigan's score. Wigan 9, Hull KR 2. Yeah, kudos to Mikey Lewis. I don't want to keep going on about it because we'll move on now. But yeah, he could have hurt Farrell there, and he made sure he looked after him. So fair play. And it seems a little bit unfortunate that when you do that, a penalty goes against you. Hull KR have got us back underway. Down the left-hand side, it's Farrell. It's Marshall who takes it on the 10, spreads it inside to Liam Byrne. Liam Byrne drives it forward. He's almost up to the 20. Thompson has a go. He does get over the 20, about 25 metres out. Hull driving him back there, though. Farrell comes in to help. Forber's in at dummy half. Spreads it right to Farrell. Farrell takes a tackle, makes about 3 metres there. Forber, he's got Ellis waiting inside. Ellis drives it forward, gets the offload there. Wigan have got numbers on the left. It was a floated pass. Wardle got hold of the ball, but he's wrapped up. And Nsemba up to the halfway line. And it's the 5th tackle for Wigan. So there'll be a kick coming in, no doubt, from Smith. He puts a chip over the top. That ball's not going to bounce. It's taken by Hull just short of the 30-metre line. Wardle with a tackle. Burgess up to the 30. Hall struggling to make any yardage here, Hull. It's like Wigan have made a conscious effort this set. They're going to restrict Hull. 4 tackles gone. They're just short of their own 40. Minchella spreading it right now. May gets that away. A little offload there. Mikey Lewis. Now they're spreading it left. They're still on the halfway line. fifth tackle, so they're probably going to be kicking from about the 45 metres out. It's a high kick. It's a good kick though. Field takes it on his own goal line, but can't get a foot in there. So he's going to have to run it back. Gets up to the 10-metre line. Miskit. He has a go. Runs into Minchella. Makes very little yardage. Marshall. He drives over the 20. 3 tackles gone though for Wigan. Forber in at dummy half. Kieran. He drives it over the 30. Minchella in there. And it's Litton. Field. He's run round the outside. He's got support inside here from Wardle. Wardle slides over the line. I just want to make sure that he's gone over the try line. Looks like a try. If that ball squirted out as he hit the floor and he lost possession, they've got no try. It looks like it was a try. As he's grounding the ball, I think like a bar of soap, the ball kind of squirted out, and it's whether he's got downward pressure as he's gone over the line. We'll have a look here. I think it's Ryan Hall. It is Ryan Hall who's making the tackle. So it's no try. As he hits the floor, you think he's just going to keep over the ball, slide over the line. He does. Slides over the line, but the ball squirts out like a bar of soap. Oh, my word. No try. No try. Now, when things like that happen, and you get Mikey Lewis, who gets that 2 points off the post from an absolute shank, is the omens that it's going to be Hull KR's night. Currently losing 9 points to 2. However, it was literally not even half a metre away from being over the line. Either way, it's no try. We carry on. 20-metre restart. Byrne and Farrell, in the tackle there. Driving Hull back to their own 20. We're going to try and disrupt and upset Hull now. But what a great tackle by Ryan Hall. Superb. And Sember makes the tackle there. He's rocked back, but he still manages to drive Burgess back. 65 and a half minutes gone. Wigan 9, Hull KR 2. What a grand final this is. Minchella spreading it to the left now. Lewis fakes the offload. No, but it's knocked on by Hull KR in the tackle. That ball is wet now. Since that hailstorm came and the rain, Kieran's getting congratulated by his teammates. Lovely tackle there, and Hull KR have knocked on. Oh, it was Broadbent. Yeah, he was looking to pass, and as Kieran got hold of him, he just lost possession of that ball. So it'll be Wigan scrum. Just inside Hull's half, centre field, about 45 metres out. Bevan French puts the ball in. Forber spreads it left. Wardle up to the 40. Tackled. And Sember driving it forward. Minchella meets him. Hadley comes in to help. About 35 metres out, Wigan, centre field. Forber spreads it right. Now it's going to be Mago driving it over the 30. Tyler Dupree over the 30. Farrell's driving it forward up to the 20. 4 tackles gone. Wigan can go left, they can go right. Forber goes left. Now it's Dupree, drives up to the 10. Right under the post. 5th tackle. Harry Smith, they're going to run it Wigan. Out to Wardle. Wardle, he's going to go nowhere there. He's probably going to go into touch. Does go into touch. And that'll be the end of the set. Good defence there from Hull. Just get the feeling a little bit. I know 67.5 minutes gone. You just get the feeling Wigan are looking at the clock with the way they play in that last set of 6 there. Try and keep it tight. Obviously, if you put the kick in, you're opening up the field a little bit if you're not careful. And when you've got the likes of Burgess, you've got the likes of Burgess who can put a lot of meters on you quickly. You need to keep it tight. Speaking of Burgess, he drives it up to the 20. He's driven back a little bit there, but Litton's in at dummy half. Spreads it left. Hull are about 23 metres out, I would say. Thompson's off. Dupree's on, as we've just seen. Litton in at dummy half. Mikey Lewis. Little ball inside. It's juggled and then it's dropped. And then once again, Hull. Miskey's got the ball. We're going to try and run it back after the knock on there from Hull. They're on the halfway line. Marshall driving it up to the Hull's 40. He's just short of that. Centre field. He's met by Litton and Hadley. Forber spreads it right. Kieran over the 40. Gets pulled down there by Hadley. He's put some tackles in tonight, Hadley, that's for sure. Tyler Dupree over the 30. 3 tackles gone. Wigan trying to come down that left-hand side. And Sember with a little chip kick through for himself. He got tackled, but nothing wrong with that. So Hull KR in possession about 3 metres out from their own goal line, down the right-hand side. Burgess drives it forward, just short of the 10. Ellis with the tackle. Wigan, once again, trying to restrict the amount of metres now that Hull can make. Good run there, though, by Hull. Made about 15 metres there, so they're up to their own 25. 4 tackles gone. Centre field, Minchella. Oh, almost. Oh, it wasn't a knock on. It was knocked back by Wigan. And Sember's in possession. He needs to hit the floor there because they're going to try and drag him into touch. He's a big unit to get into touch. Didn't stop Hull trying, though. But Wigan on Hull's 30, down the left-hand side. Marshall drives it forward. Makes no yardage there, but comes in field. Forber spreads it to Dupree. Dupree makes about 2 metres. Turns, thinks about the offload, then takes the tackle. Almost 71 minutes gone now. No need for any heroics. Farrell up to Hull's 20. Forbers can go left or right. He's probably going to go left. He does go left to Smith. Smith then reverses it back to Cade Ellis. Tackled by Minchella, who's got blood pouring out of the earlier cut now. Bevan French, 5th tackle. What are Wigan going to do? Bevan French still. He's going to kick. What's he going to do? He doesn't know whether to go left or right. Eventually, he gets a pass to Kieran. Kieran puts a little grubber kick in. It's picked up by Ryan Hall. Hall's grounded. Hull will be starting on their own 10-metre line. Yeah, Minchella's eye is he's going to need some attention on that again. It looked all through the first half and most of the second half. It's not been a problem, but he must have had another bang on it because it's there's a fair bit of claret coming out of that. Hull up to their own 30, centre field. Oh, that ball's come loose. Is it knocked on? No, it went backwards. Mikey Lewis is trying to make a break for it. Farrell with a tackle over the shoulder. Lewis says it was a bit high. Referee says no, it wasn't. Hull in Wigan's half now, up to Wigan's 40. Little pass out the back of the hand there, up to the 30. Tackled by Wardle and Ellis. 5th tackle. Mikey Lewis, what are you going to do? He's about 25 metres out. Puts a chip into the corner. Abbas Miski's waiting. Ryan Hall jumps, catches the ball. And as he's on his way down, he throws it backwards. It's Wigan who picked the ball up there. So it's going to be Adam Kieran in at dummy half. And Abbas Miski up to the 10. 7.5 minutes to go. Wigan 9, Hull KR 2. The intensity has not dropped in the 72.5 minutes we've had. Fair play to both teams. Ethan Havard there into Luckley, up to his own 20. Forber in at dummy half. Thompson, one out rugby there, into Minchella. Let's have a look at Minchella. No, still got a fair bit of claret coming out of his head. Fifth tackle coming up for Wigan. Smith's going to be kicking from his own 30. Puts a long kick in. He's going to be fielded by Burgess on about 25 yards out. He's already up to the 30. Comes central. Runs across the field. Gets the pass away to Hall. Hull are running it down this left-hand side now. They're going to have to cut inside because you're going into touch otherwise. Does well the player to hit the floor as Miskey and Farrell get over there. Ryan Hall over his own 40. 2 tackles gone for Hull. Grand final attendance, 68,173. That's a fair attendance, that is. Kudos to both sets of fans there. 3 tackles gone. Hull, centre field. Litton driving it forward. Litton in at dummy half. Come on, Jimmy, sort it out. Hull are trying to run it and they've knocked it on again. Trying to force the play. Still plenty of time left in this, and Hull, that's 3 knock-ons in the probably last 5 or 6 sets of 6. Can't do that, and it seems to have happened since that hailstorm came, and there was a little bit of rain afterwards. Obviously, it's going to make handling more tricky, but that was a time to take a tackle, that was, I'm afraid. Wigan are celebrating. 74 minutes, 30 seconds gone. Head and feed to Wigan. Forber spreads it left to Havard. Havard drives it forward. Wigan 25 metres out. Smith in at dummy half to Nsemba. Nsemba goes round the first man. Minchella into the tackle. Wigan up to their own 30. Forber goes down the short side there to Wardle. Minchella stuck an arm out there. Couldn't stop Wardle fully, but did enough. Thompson trying to drive up to the halfway line. Luckley with the tackle. Wigan just inside Hull's half. Almost on the centre spot. Havard up to the 40. 5th tackle. Forber in at dummy half. Smith's to his left. Puts a low kick in. Trying to find touch, which he does. With 75.5 minutes gone, it's going to be a lot of game management, clock management now from Wigan. They can probably feel one hand on that trophy, and that, at the end of the first half, that drop goal by Harry Smith could prove vital, because even with the converted try now for Hull, they'd still need that. They'd still need that 1 point just to get level. So it is a vital 1 point. Hull are up to their own 30, centre field. 3 tackles gone. Litton's in at dummy half. Spreads it left to Minchella. Minchella spreads it left again. Hull, expansive play here now. Mikey Lewis, you're going to have to take the tackle because the ref's going to blow. Yeah, he let him get away with that. He ran in behind Mikey Lewis there, did the Hull play, but the referee let him get away with it. Hull not throwing caution to the wind here, but being really expansive now, trying to go left, trying to go right. They're over on that right-hand side. 5th tackle. Mikey Lewis on Wigan's 30. He's running it. He's up to the 20. He spreads it left. Litton trying to get in at the corner there. Offload to Hall. Basketball again. Is that going to be another set of 6? No, it's not. And wrapped up. Batchelor's wrapped up by Jay Field. That'll be the handover. 77 minutes gone. Matty Pete's looking non-fussed. He's looking quite calm. It's got to be down to that extra point as well, hasn't it? Like I said, that Smith put over for the extra point at the end of the first half for the drop goal. Cruz Leeming's come on now for Forber. He's in at dummy half. Miskey's in possession. Wigan about 30 metres out. Farrell drives it over. Straight into Minchella. Makes about 2 or 3 metres. 77 minutes and 50 seconds gone almost. Thompson up to the 40. Minchella into the tackle. Ethan Havard gets up to the halfway line. Need a decent kick now here from Smith. He'll probably put it into touch low. He does put it low, but it's not going to go into touch, is it? Yes, it is. That's going to be the handover to Hull. 78 minutes gone. If Hull are going to do anything, it's got to be now, and it's got to be quick, because the clock's against them as well as the scoreboard. Ryan Hall drives it forward. He's met by Thompson, Farrell, Cade Ellis. Hull, 35 metres out, pretty central. 2 tackles gone. Minchella, little offload there. Another offload there from Hull. Now they're coming down this left-hand side with the man of steel, Lewis. Can't get away though there. Bevan French in the tackle. They're inside Wigan's half just. Now they're spreading it right. Up to the 40. Still not put down. Thompson with a tackle. Wigan players are celebrating on the sideline. Whitbread in possession. Litton in at dummy half. 30 seconds to go. Mikey Lewis chips one into the corner there. Abbas Miski's there. Takes the tackle. Offload. Well, how's that for calmness? Abbas Miski was taking the tackle in goal area. He offloaded it to Jay Field, who then got out of his in goal area, and Wigan are in possession. No need for a goal line dropout. It's all over with. Marshall drives it forward. Hull players know what's coming. Wigan players are celebrating. Bevan French. There's the full-time hooter. Wigan 9, Hull KR 2. Grand final champions of 2024. Matty Pete celebrates. Ooh, blimey. And Semba's on his knees praying. Miski's got a smile on his face. I thought he'd had some dental work done then, but he hadn't took his gum shield out. Smiles all over the faces of the Wigan players, fans. Commiserations to Hull. They give it everything tonight, Hull KR. Special shout out to Mikey Lewis, obviously. I still got Minchella. We're just looking at him now, lay on the floor, blood pouring out of his head. He's had that since the first half. He's put a shift in. As has Hadley. Him and Hadley, boy, did they put some tackles in. But yeah, I mean, they didn't let the fans down, that's for sure. It's not like they played badly. It's just that it was a tight game. Couple of moments of brilliance, one of them from Bevan French for the only try of the match. Ryan Hall may as well have scored a try in respect of his last-ditched attempt at a tackle on Jake Wardle. Saved a try, so as the ball squirted out like a bar of soap. But apart from that, nobody played badly. Sue had a bit of a dodgy 10 minutes for Hull, but the rest of the game, he was bang on point. It's just one of them things. Wigan came out on top on the night. But there's not a great deal between these two sides, actually. In fact, if you played this game again tomorrow night, it could well be a different outcome. And it could be Hull KR celebrating. But it's not. And Wigan are the grand final winners. So on that note, I will say, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Ping that notifications bell, and if you can give us a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. We've got a stream supporter tonight, jalexpetproducts.co.uk, link in the description. If you use the promo code JimmyJames, you get a 5% discount off all online orders. Thank you to Run Chess over in Poland for coming into the chat tonight. Good to speak to you, my friend. Moon for Moon, you'll be celebrating, a Wigan fan. And commiserations to Richard Cronin, who was supporting Hull KR. Your charges did you proud, mate. You don't need me to tell you that. You've probably seen the game yourself, or if you haven't, if you do see it, they put in a top performance. Hull KR, just not good enough on the night. That's the end of our live streams for the rugby league now until next season. Might be some internationals that we can get our teeth into. But for everyone who's joined us for the live streams for the rugby league, thank you very much. Don't forget to check out our other live streams for the football, could be horse racing, we're going to have some ski jumping coming. And get your support for Bispa Krakow. We need more UK supporters. I'm going to call it a night now before my voice gives out. I am Jimmy James. You've been watching Catch It Live first. It's been my pleasure, as always. We'll see you again real soon. Cheers, guys.